Are you trying to DIY your child's mental health, or maybe the professional help you're getting is just causing the wheels to spin? Well, that's why you need help, and I'm going to show you how to get it. Thank you for joining me for this awesome conversation about the benefits of groups. How can group coaching help you as a parent, and why do you need it, right? So you might be getting a lot of advertising from unqualified people who are health coaches that have no clinical experience in helping families deal with kids with serious mental health issues like anxiety, depression, OCD, even ADD. We think it's like the easy one, but it's not, because it impacts you in every facet, just like all these issues do. And you may be wondering, who can I trust? How can I get some help? And you've been listening to my podcast. Well, I want to talk to you about our Calm Brain Insiders group. And you can go to drroseann.com/Calm Brain to learn more about it. But this is really about, what are the mental health benefits for your child, for your family? How can you restore some darn peace so people aren't, bristling, friction, as I like to call it, and you maybe can actually like each other. Maybe that's too much. Maybe that is my magic wand. But I do believe when we cut down on friction, my gosh, it just lightens the load. And I know that everybody wants to work with me one-on-one in my brain behavior reset program. And sometimes you can't. Sometimes it's too far away. Sometimes the cost is prohibitive. And so we really wanted to support people in a different way. And so we created this Calm Brain Insiders group only for people who buy my Calm Brain PEMF. Make sure you listen to the PEMF episode to learn more about what it is. But this is a device that is FDA approved, and what it does is regulate the nervous system safely and easily. And it's great for kids when you're using it with adult supervision. It's also great for adults. So it's an investment for your whole family. But my methods, right, what I talk about is regulating the nervous system, but also resetting behaviors. And so what parent groups can do for you, and the benefits is that you can get guidance, you can get support. And I think it's awesome, right? And a lot of people are in my Natural Parenting Solutions Facebook group, which is great. But, that is really for you to get the tools and DIY. And please don't get me wrong. I'm a DIYer extraordinaire. I do it all the time. I sort of, I'm really into a lot of things related to, learning how to write, or even practices related to marketing and things like that. And yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I do a lot of it myself, but then I hire professionals, right? So when I need help, I actually no longer, I'm like, this is what we need to do. I need to be part of a group. My best friends are part of a group that I did. It's a health influencers group. We're all dedicated to changing the world. And we met there. And there's just such a beautiful thing when you meet people who speak your love language and understand your pain points, and you don't have to fill it in and sort of, explain yourself over and over. Not that you're supposed to explain yourself all the time, but it's sort of this understanding, and it creates a safe space. And it's my favorite part of being in any group is just that acceptance that comes out of it. So I created this group for people that really are understanding that they've got to calm the brain. That's what PMF is about, but you need tools. And let's talk about the benefits of group and how it really can help individuals, and really how is that going to look? Because I think that most people think about a group and they're not really understanding it. They may be getting advertised by, somebody without clinical experience, and, they want to understand. So our group, first of all, we have coaches, but we have a team of clinical professionals. This is not a clinical group, but we are sharing our clinical strategies. We are going to be talking about how we support the nervous system. What about genetics? What about diet? What about all these natural solutions? And you want from me, you've told me, I heard, that's exactly why I created this group. You want to know what are the natural solutions? How does the step-by-step way to do them? What's the research? We're going to be doing that. But you also really want to know about what are the behaviors and how do I address these? So we're going to be talking, but let's talk about the benefits of groups, right? So first of all, it offers a lot of different things. I think, as I talked about, support in general, but you're actually getting emotional support. And for us, you are getting, practical advice, right? Practical advice that you're getting, I don't even know how many hundreds of years of experience with our group and our team that are in there, but it's got to be a couple hundred years, I hate to say it, of clinical experience. And, we've seen a lot. Most of our cases are extreme, but we also have, simple everyday behaviors. And sometimes you just need Dr. Rowe in your pocket, as my friends always call me. I actually have so many interesting friends. I have a lot of, if been following me, I'm on TV a lot. And I have a lot of reporter friends because everybody wants a practical person. So I'm very scientific, I'm very analytical, but I'm like, let's break it down. Let's use the science to address these behaviors. And that's what we're going to focus on in this group because, we're never trained to be parents, but yet, some of you might have 5 kids and you're like making it up. You're building the car as you go along. And this is really about practical advice and how to change behavior. And I think that is really, really important to understand that. So what are some other, we talked about professional advice, you're getting encouragement, and it's also, offering encouragement and support to others, but also getting encouragement and inspiration for others. I think one of the things that I talk a lot about is the isolation that comes when you have a child that's special needs, has mental health issues, some difficulty that is hard. You go through a range of emotions, embarrassment, sadness, grief, upset, anxiety. Maybe you're somebody who's super evolved and worked on all those things and you're on the other side of it. But even within that, it can be very isolating if you don't have your tribe. And I think for me, it's all about having people in my energy that are accepting and loving of me and really truly love me for myself, and that's just not always easy when we live in a place of Facebook and everyone has to be perfect. And yes, we talk about this. It happens to Dr. Roseann. It happens to everybody. And this group, any group can really be, if it's run well, you're really learning how to advocate for your child and share, like in a safe space. Like when you are super, super healthy and you're trying to go down this natural path, if you haven't listened to my episode about like talking to your others and family members about, your child, please do. You are not obligated to explain any of this. But what a group can do is it creates that safe space where you can be like, hey, I'm thinking of doing homeopathy, and we get into it and we talk about it and we share that. And for me, as part of our group, I take questions every week and you get an opportunity. I can't answer all of them, but the first come, first serve, we try to dive into questions, create content, support you. We have modules in our group, but they are formed organically by what our group wants, because when you have a course, a program, and I think there's something really to be said about it. Yeah, we do have topics that we're going to cover, but we want to know what people need. And I know that it's really to focus on what are these natural solutions? How do I actually use them? Give me the nitty gritty. And then how do I manage these behaviors? And when you think about behaviors, yes, there will be people with OCD and anxiety and depression and pandas and unknown and autism and all that stuff and learning disabilities. It doesn't matter what the diagnosis is. I am supporting people with dysregulated nervous systems. So that means you're seeing understimulated behaviors, overstimulated behaviors, maybe both. And we don't have to focus on labels. Yes, having an understanding that a child is autistic or it has anxiety brings some instant understanding. But We're talking about regulating the nervous system. We're all using our Calm PMF device, and we're all committed to natural solutions. And that is important. And one of my favorite things about a group is accountability. We all think we can do this on our own, but when we get into a group, we get inspired, we get motivated, we want to show up, we want to learn. And I think that is one of the best parts about a group. And the research says that you're way more likely to have success in mental health when you're in a group. And I think that's incredible, right? I have a whole blog on this, so you can learn more about it in my blog, drroseann.com/blog. It will be in the show notes. But it's so incredibly important to have accountability, have partners, have a tribe. It's a lot easier, man, to share the journey. And boy, is it hard when you don't. And the Dr. Roseann Hodge family world is small, because we've eliminated people who aren't there. So some of the other benefits, obviously, how about learning from other people? I love learning from other people. We know I'm a talker. That's why I got to show. But I love to listen. I love to hear what other people are doing. I can't believe how many times I learned something so cool today about ChatGPT from somebody else. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I went and shared it with all my friends because I'm a sharer too. Like if I find something good, I'm like, everybody's got to know. It's an opportunity to work on your own stuff. You got to share your calm. You got to keep it together, and the group is a part of that. And for us, we're going to focus on communication. We're going to focus on reducing stress and anxiety, not just in your child, but in your family ecosystem, right? That ecosystem, it's not just your child who's struggling. It's everybody in there. So what can we do? I'm always talking about, can we get 2% here and 5% there and maybe 20% here? And the calmer and more regulated we are, that is really important that we work on that. And of course, I want you to develop a growth mindset. This is not a group for negative Nellies, okay? If you get stuck in negative, you can say, I need a lifeline. I need help. That's what this group is for. But we're really moving towards a growth mindset. What's different? It means that you're actively trying to see the positive. You're trying to focus on the gains, not the gap, remember? And in a group, when we have a consciousness of people moving towards that, it's pretty incredible. I can't implore you enough to be part of a group when your child is struggling, because I don't want you to feel hopeless. I don't want you to feel alone. And this group is a way to make that difference in your family's life and of course in your child's life. And what we're doing, to understand our group again, is that you get our Calm PMF device. Only people who get our Calm PMF device are able to be in our Calm Brain Insiders group. And we're here to dive into those natural solutions, really figure out those behaviors, give you the tools and resources for you to do it on your own. You are able, but to have that. And we have multiple sessions a week. So whether you're joining us in person, you're live. Don't show up in my office. I'm just kidding. Whether you're joining us live online or you're watching recordings, you're reading, you're getting information, this is really an opportunity. And our group is 6 months, but people can stay in it beyond 6 months. And, I hope to see you there. And I know you're looking for solutions, and that is what this is. This is a solution. This is a path. This is a way. And it's a way to get support from me and my brain trust, who I go to about my own kids. So wherever you are in the journey is exactly where you need to be. And I'm sending you a lot of love and light. I look forward to getting to know you in my group and, get help, get support. And if this isn't the right choice for you, definitely you want to get into our Natural Parenting Solutions group, because that is a place to start and understand our philosophies. But it's all about calming that brain. You must calm that brain. No action. Your child can't change. And maybe you've tried a lot of things and you're wondering why. Hey, I took him to that great therapist. You got to regulate the nervous system. And that's what that Calm PEMF is about. That's what neurofeedback is about. That's what magnesium is about. All of these natural solutions. So Wherever you are on the journey is exactly where you need to be. Look forward to getting to know you.